Flor, good morning. How are you doing? Okay. I'm sorry I cannot have my camera on today. My internet is not working very good, so I don't have problems with the connection. Okay. So we're going to see two topics today, Flor. Let's start with the first one. All right. Okay. What do you think is happening in this example? What's happening in this picture, Flor?
I think is thinking that he had to be in bed.
Okay, very good. So he's thinking, huh? Oh, I should have stayed in bed. So this is actually the title of a book. But let's see a little bit what this means. All right. What it's saying here? Could we read this little explanation, please?
Use should to talk about past mistakes, recommend, criticize strongly.
The bubbles, please. Sorry.
Sorry, there was traffic. You should have been here 2 hours ago.
All right, thank you very much. So here it's saying we're using should to talk about past mistakes, right? Or past our recommendations or criticizing strong. So what's happening in this example, Fleur? Why is the little piggy so angry?
Because he late. He was there later.
Yes, because, excellent, thank you very much, Fleur. So this little, his friend was late, no? It's saying, oh, sorry, there was traffic. And he's telling him, oh, you should have been 2 hours ago. So it means that it's waiting for 2 hours for his friend, right? And it's using should to talk or to criticize his behavior, right? That he's late. Late means that he's not on time, right? This is the first example. It's, by the way, it's in positive, right? You should have been 2 hours ago. Now let's see the negative. Let's read the example, please.
We shouldn't have turned left before. This is the wrong direction.
All right, so what's happening in the image? What do you think?
They can't pass to the other side because there is a sign.
Yes. And what is saying the sign?
Don't turn left.
Exactly, yes. Thank you very much, Fleur. So because they didn't follow the sign, they are in the wrong direction, right? So it's like thinking to themselves, we shouldn't have turned left before. This is the wrong direction. So basically they are lost, right? They are lost because they drive in the wrong direction. And how do we use the negative? We have should, we have not, we have, and then the past participle. For the negative, affirmative is the same, but without not. No? Okay, we have should, we have, and then the past participle. For the negative, as you can see in the image, we have should plus not plus have plus the past participle. All right. So like we seen in the previous example, it's saying that we use this should in the form that I just shared to talk about past mistakes. No, past mistakes, recommendations, and criticize someone. All right. That's because we're using have and or not have and the past participle, right? So this is today's topic, should have, advice in the past. So we should this, like what I already shared, should have or should not have in the past participle to give advice about something that happened in the past. No, basically advice in the past. Could you read this example, please? Thank you.
You should have worn a different outfit.
Let's continue, please.
Jeans were too informal.
Yes, thank you very much. So it's saying, oh, well, you're wearing jeans, right? You're wearing jeans, but you should have worn a different outfit because jeans are too informal. So what's the intention of this example, Flor? Is it criticizing? Or
is a recommendation?
Criticizing, yes, thank you. It's giving a recommendation or advice, no? But not any recommendation or advice. Recommendation or advice in the past. So that's how we use should have in the past, no? We have should have, and then the past participle of the action, no? Worn. The present is where, right? And we have to use the past participle. Any questions so far, Fleur?
No.
Okay, good. We can also use to talk about regrets or blame, also in the past. Let's read this example, please.
I should have known better. I should not have trusted you.
Excellent, thank you very much. So in this example, it's thinking to themselves, right? Jackie is like talking to herself. It's saying, I should have known better. I should have known better. I should not have trusted you. So it's regretting something, no? It's regretting that she gave her trust to someone, but she should have known better. She shouldn't. She should not have trust. So in this example, we have two, right? I have also should. I have should have, right? But this is negative. I should have not trust. And trust is the verb, right? So that's the main difference between affirmative and negative, no? It's saying I should not have trust you. So it's asking about, or well, it's mentioning a regret, and the regrets usually goes in negative. No? I should not have trust you. So the use of negative is to talk about regrets. All right. And we can also use it to talk about blame. Can we read the second example, please? This.
It's your fault. You should have kept your promise.
Thank you very much. No, it's blaming, no, like, oh, it's your fault. Your fault is like, it's accusing them, right? It's blaming them. Do you know the meaning of blame, Claire?
No.
Okay. Well, the use of should have or should not have, when we use it to express blame, is like culpa. No, estoy culpando
Okay.
someone. So it's saying it's your fault. No, and I'm accusing them. It's your fault. Es tu culpa. You should have kept your promises. So that's the other use of should have. No, you should have keep your promises. Like, I'm accusing someone for not, in this example, for not keeping their promises, right? They broke a promise. They shouldn't have trust, they said. No? Any questions so far, Fleur?
No, teacher.
All right. So in the first example, we've seen that we can talk about advices in the past. No, you should have worn a different outfit, for example. No, I'm giving an advice or recommendation. This is in affirmative. No. In the second example, I'm seeing that when I use negative, I'm talking about past regrets. No, I should have not trusted. It's expressing a past regret. Do you know the meaning of regret?
Yes. It's something that you wanted.
Uh-huh. It's something that you wanted.
And it's something that I you feel bad
Right.
for don't for didn't do something or something like that.
Exactly. Yes. Like, maybe something that you shouldn't do. It's like a negative feeling. No, regret is a
Yes.
negative feeling. So in this situation, because it's a negative feeling, we can use it with negative too. No, I should not have trust you. I'm regretting that they trust this person. And we can also use it to express blame when you accuse someone, for instance, no, about something. Like, we can say, "Oh, well, you should have keep your promises." No, I'm accusing that they didn't keep their promises. All right. So those are the three uses of should have to talk about regrets or past or blame or recommendations in the past. No. And remember that usually we use contractions, right? We always use contractions in English. And we can shorten should and should have to should have or shouldn't. However, we don't use these contractions in writing. We can use these short contractions when we are talking, but not when we are writing, because it looks like, you see, it's very complicated to write. No? So we usually don't use it when we write, just when we speak. Okay? So let's read the two examples, please. This is sentence and the second one. Thank you.
I should have known better. I shouldn't have trusted him. I should know better. I shouldn't trust him.
Excellent. Yes, thank you very much. So in these examples, in the second example, I'm using contractions, right? Instead of saying should have, I have should have. No, should, contraction V, should have. In the second one, I already have the contraction, right? Shouldn't, it's negative, no? Shouldn't have, it could be shortened this way, shouldn't. However, we don't use it like this when we are writing, just when we are speaking. No, because the whole point of using contractions is to have short words, shorter words. So as you can see, we have two apostrophes. It's a little bit too complicated, not too much. So we don't use this. We don't use this in while we are writing, just when we're speaking. And we can also use should have to ask questions and give short answers. So for example, here, can you read example, please?
Should Jackie have confessed? Yes, she should have. No, she shouldn't have.
Excellent, thank you very much. So we have a question here, right? Should Jackie have confessed? It's a question, right?
Yes.
Sorry, there is noise outside. So because we have a question, we can also use should have to ask questions. We're asking questions in the past, no? Should Jackie have confessed? No, I'm thinking in the past. And I can give short responses to, no? Yes, she should have. No, she shouldn't have. It's also talking about, no, maybe something that should have happened in the past. Okay, sorry. Any questions so far?
No.
Okay, good. And this is the shorter, well, the form for it should have, no, shouldn't have. And we have should, have, and the past participle of the verb, right? Or I have shouldn't, which is should not, right? Should not, plus have, plus the past participle. All right. So that's all, Flor. Let's practice a little bit. And I have one exercise here, which is this one. And basically we're going to choose between should have or shouldn't have, plus the past participle of these verbs that are here on the braces. All right, so let me share this through the chat. Could you share your screen, please? Thank you. All right, great. So let's start with the first one. So we should start with should have or shouldn't have, depending if it's affirmative or negative. Excellent. Could you read it, please?
We got lost in Paris. We should have taken a map.
Excellent. Number 2, please.
My uncle is in jail. He should have robbed a bank.
All right. Is it affirmative or negative? Sorry, I cannot see very good.
Is
Number
affirmative.
Okay, but think about it. It's saying my uncle is in jail.
Okay,
He should or he shouldn't rob the bank.
he shouldn't
Yes,
have robbed a bank.
excellent. But remember, we use contractions, right? So shouldn't. Not a shorter way in number 2. Shouldn't. Like you have here up here.
Number 2.
Yes. Instead of should
Shouldn't.
not. Yes. Shouldn't. Excellent. Apostrophe T. Excellent. Very good. Number 3, please.
Teacher, can you wait a minute, please?
Yes.
I have to repeat a packet.
All right. Yes, no problem. I'll be waiting.
Teacher,
What did you say? Sorry, I couldn't hear you. Maybe you can write it on the chat. I think your internet is a little bit slow. I cannot hear you. Are you there, Fleur?
teacher, I come back.
All right, great. Now let's continue. Could you share your screen, please?
Okay.
Thank you. All right, number 3.
The flowers die. I should have, I think is other word here. Maybe warm, water.
Oh yes, the word water. It's also a verb. When you water a plant, for example, when you put water on flowers or a plant, that's water. To water. So
Just waters.
yes, water. Just water, like it sounds, no? Without an S or anything, just water. Like it means to
Okay.
put water on something.
Okay. In past participle, just water.
it will have the ending ed. Watered.
Okay.
Could we read it, please?
The flowers die. I should have watered them more often.
Excellent. Yes, number 40.
I'm really hungry. I should have eaten a bigger breakfast.
Excellent. Great job. Number 5, please.
I fell into the water. I should have been more careful.
Excellent. Number 6, please.
John's father got angry.
Mhm.
John should have told him a lie.
Oh, now, is it affirmative or negative? Let's take a look again. It's saying John's father got angry. John should have told him a lie or shouldn't have told him a lie.
Should
Right? Because his father is angry. So he shouldn't have told a lie. All right, number 6. Oh, sorry, 7. Broke, it means that you don't have money. No, you don't have any money left. That means broke.
Okay. I'm broke. I should have bought a new car last week.
All right. But remember, it's saying I'm broke, like I don't have any money anymore. And then it's saying they bought a car last week. So what do you think? It's affirmative or negative? Because it's saying I don't have any money anymore.
Negative.
Yes, it's a regret, no? It's regretting something. Excellent. Number 8, please.
This hotel is terrible. I should have stayed at another one.
Great, very good. Another regret. Number 9, please.
It's getting cold. We should have brought our jackets.
Excellent. Number 10. Mm-hmm. The movie was boring.
The movie was boring. We shouldn't have watched it.
Excellent. 11, please.
I don't like geography. I should have studied math.
Right, excellent. 12, please.
The kitchen is a mess. Steve should have to clean it.
Excellent. We should have cleaned it. 14, please.
What is the past participle of loud?
Laughed at, because it's a regular verb. We add ed at the end.
Okay. Tommy isn't happy. I should have laughed at him.
Okay. But it's saying that Tommy isn't happy. No, he is not happy. I should have laughed at him, or I shouldn't have laughed at him,
I shouldn't.
right? Because he isn't happy. Excellent. And 14.
It's too cold in here. You shouldn't have opened the window.
Excellent. Very good, Flor. And finally, 15. All right, chocolate.
Chocolate is better. I shouldn't have choose strawberry.
Nice, very good. But choose is not a regular verb. Remember the past participle?
No, I don't remember.
Oh, it's very similar. It's chosen. CHOSEN. Just one O, by the way.
Okay.
Excellent. Oh, and by the way, in number 12, we don't write two, but it's fine. You can just set it. In the 12. All right. Let's see. What I was saying, number 12, it was just should have cleaned. No, not to clean. I should
Yes.
have cleaned. And 14 shouldn't have opened. It's just one N. No, not two N's. And in number 6, let me check. It's I should have told. No, it's a regular verb. Tell. A regular verb, sorry, told. No, past participle of tell is told. Tell is not a regular verb. All right. So thank you very much, Flor. Great job. Now let's see this next topic. It's quite easy. It's one of the future tenses, which are called future continuous. All right. So let me share my screen. So let's see this example. Could we read it, please?
I will be graduating from college next year.
Excellent. So we know that all the use of will is talking about the future, right? However, here is not just saying I will graduate from college, right? It's saying I will be graduating from college. So we have a continuous verb, right? I will be graduating. So this is the use of the future continuous. So we use the future continuous to talk about something that will be in progress. No? When something is in progress, we add the ing to the verb, right? Like here. So could you read this example, Fleur? Thank you.
We'll be practicing this afternoon.
All right, great. So we have will, right? Actually, will be, and then we add the ing to the verb. That's the use of the future continuous. Now, what it's saying in this sentence is, sorry, it's saying that they're going to be doing something in the afternoon, but it's going to be in progress. No, we will be practicing this afternoon. So it's going to happen this for a while. No, it's going to be in progress. All right, let's continue. When we use the future continuous, we aren't interested in when the activity will start or end. We are just concentrating that it's in progress. That's all. So we don't care if it is going to start at 1 p.m. or 5 p.m. or 8 p.m. No, or when it's going to end. We don't care if it's going to end early or late. No, we just care that it's going to be in progress. No, we will be practicing, it says the example, right? I will be practicing, or we will be practicing. So we just care that, no, that it's happening. How do I know that? How do I specify that? Adding ing to my adding ing to my verb, right? So that's the use of the future continuous. We usually have the subject plus will be. Now this always goes together, plus the verb, now which is practice, and then we just add the ing. All right. So any questions so far, Claire?
No, it's okay.
All right. So let's clear it. Okay, let's continue. So remember, we usually don't use continuous form with non-action verbs. So remember, we were talking about this yesterday, that some of the non-action verbs, such as no, for example, it's a non-action verb, right? Also, have sometimes can be used in continuous form. No, but for example, we know that a non-action verb is know, right? So saying knowing, it's incorrect. No, we don't use this form with this. It's incorrect. No is no más. No, we don't use it in gerund. No, this is called a gerund. Gerund is when we add to the verb, the base form of the verb, we add the ing. So in this example, this is incorrect. No, this is not correct. And this is another example. Dean will be having a headache tomorrow. So we know that headache, it's pain for your head, right? It's something bad that happens sometimes. So saying I will or he will be having a headache tomorrow, it's incorrect. No, the use of have is mostly for present and past, but for future it's incorrect. No, because of the use, no, of the logic. This. All right. So this is not a rule. It's like usually. Not usually we don't use continuous forms, but it's not a rule. No, it's not our general rule that we never use the verbs in the non-action verbs. Non-action verbs. All right. Do we understand this part? Sir?
Yes, I understand.
Okay, great. Let's continue. So the form that I already explained for the future continuous is will be, and then we add ing to the base form of the verb. No, will be always goes together, and it doesn't matter the subject. No, it could be any subject, always goes with will be. No, it's the same with all the future tenses. With will, I don't have any rule with the subjects. And remember, we always use contractions in English. So can we read the two examples, please?
She will be waiting for you. She'll be waiting for you.
Excellent. Thank you very much. So in this example, no, I should use the second one, not the contraction. And I have will be, no, will be, and then I'm adding to the base form of the verb. No, my verb, my action is wait. So I'm adding ing, no, ing to my verb. Okay, so this is the form. Any questions?
No, it's clear.
Okay, awesome. And for example, the negative, we will add not in between will and be. No, let's read a second example, please.
Dean will not be playing in the next game.
Excellent. So in this example, I have not, right? And I use contractions with this, no? So could we read the second example too, please?
Dean won't be playing in the next game.
Excellent. Thank you very much. So well, remember, we always use contractions, no? So the correct way will be in the first example, say she'll be waiting, no? And in the second one, Dean won't be playing, just because we always use contractions in English. All right. And finally, Flor, we can also use the future continuous. This is not that often, I will say, but remember, for future, we can also use be going to, right? It's the same way. It's the other way of future continuous, no, be going to, plus the base form of the, be going to plus be, plus the base form of the verb plus ing. But this is not very often, but it's not very common. Can we read the examples anyways?
Need will be playing in the next game. Need is going to be playing in the next game.
Thank you very much. So both situations, both sentences are correct. However, in the going to, I change each time I change the verb be, right? If it's plural, I can say Nick and I, maybe. No, it's plural, I can use are going to be playing the next game. So if maybe I'm talking just about myself, I can go, I am, right? I am going to be playing in the next game. But remember, we always use contractions, no? So it should be something like that. No, I am going to be playing. All right, so the verb be in this part, this little part which is marked, it changes, no? It could be am, it could be is, it could be are. It depends of the subject. No, if the subject is singular, we use is or am. If the subject is plural, we use are. But then the rest is the same. Now this be doesn't change. This be is always like that. Doesn't change. Just the first one changes. And last part, remember, in conversation and informal writing, we usually use contractions with be going to do. Can we read the examples, please?
He's going to be playing in the next game. He isn't going to be sitting the game out.
Excellent. So in this example, the not goes here, no, in between the verb be and going to, no. He is not. No, we have the negative here, right here. So Nick is not going to. No, he isn't. He is not going to visit. But we always use contractions, so this second example will be correct. No, for example, here, how can we change this sentence to a contraction form? Sorry, in this one, Nick is not going to be playing the next game.
Nick isn't going.
Excellent. So that's the contraction. No, if it's with are, it will be aren't. No, and that's all. All right, I have a last exercise to practice this part, which is not very difficult because it's very similar to the future. I'm sorry. All right. So let me share this last exercise to see the form. Okay, so I'm sharing it through the chat. It's this exercise to put these words in order. Now we're gonna try to put the sentence in order. We got a question, there's a negative, affirmative, etc. All right, so could you please share your screen, Fleur? Let's practice that a little. All right. We can go back maybe, number 1.
Will you be sleeping at 10 o'clock tomorrow?
Excellent. Number 2.
Will be working. Jen won't be working at this time tomorrow.
Excellent.
And who will be Flor at 5 p.m.
Excellent. Number 4.
How
Maybe it's a question word, no? Maybe how long?
long will they be learning the French?
And finally, no, sorry, it's French.
My friends.
Excellent. We will be playing a computer.
My friends will be playing a computer game at this time.
Excellent. Very good, Flor. All right. Thank you very much. So that's all for today's class. Any questions?
No, teacher, is clear.
All right, great. I'm launching today's polls. Did you get it? Excellent. Thank you very much, Flor. So I'll see you tomorrow in classes. Have a good day and take care, okay? Bye, Flor. Thank you.
Take care. Bye.
Bye-bye.